No balls! No count! Goddamn. Hello.
So everybody, it's Amon here. Welcome back to part 2 of my characters for Honor by factions. Last video I went over the knights, over to the samurai. Hope you guys enjoy those characters. Talk about the same thing involving these characters. You have your own characters. Case for the Wu-Lin. This is going to be the Wu-Lin. Thought about some more of the Wu-Lin characters and did more research about these characters yourself in case involving the Wu-Lin. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's go and get into it. So the first character of Wu-Lin is going to be Sage, character of the case of okay, hold up, sorry, it has something in my throat. Pause. Don't play me today. But it's going to be a sage anatomic character with imperial feel of Chinese mythology feel, being Jinsu, if I'm even saying it right with this. The Jinsu is going to have a sword weapon, but is going to be informed within, how should I say this? Imagine a sword, but having a shield handle part of it that is formed like an umbrella. And what this character's combat is going to be like is going to be a sword mixed in with combinations and stuff. That's what I'll say in the back, guys. But pretty much the sword mixing with the shield is going to be combinations and set up with cutting and doing other stuff. So when it comes down to making that possibility, it's about putting in combinations, making different ways. Like I was saying, because I'm cut off for a second to talk to Auntie real quick, but going on back to what I was trying to say, setting up combinations like any other character, but it's about defense counterput. This Vanguard is able to have a counter block deflect and is able to move and twist around and blocks with that shield on par within the sword. And how it's like an umbrella where she can spin the sword around. It's going to be a female default character. It will be a male too, and is able to twist and wind within the case of the sword play and do some other stuff as well. And that's pretty much it involving the case of mechanical stuff. For feats, I want her to be able to dart this sword shield at you, but like a fucking boomerang, just twirl, twisting around. And I want her to be able to do some different martial arts stuff. There could be some fantasy into it. I just had to craft the interesting sword that is actually a thing, I'm pretty sure, and it would be cool just to see how it's like. But I want this character, over in the case of the lore, to not actually be Chinese and to be half Mongolian, Chinese, a little bit same for Haozan, who is like as well within the case of this thing, but actually being handled for the case of Tibet as well. With that being said, and I think how she fights with this sword shield will be intricate in putting out defense, offense, and different place of power shots within the case for the sword stabs and pinning people and doing other stuff. And I just want her to be a very suffice, efficient killer, assassin like, but as a vanguard. Going on to the next character though, we have Twanga. Okay, I don't know if it's me not being able to read my handwriting, but I don't know if it's Twanda or Twangi, because we have a Tiandi, and that means heaven and earth, but I'm pretty sure there's a difference with this name and stuff. It's a little bit weird, but from what my chart of the script is, because I am reading from the script a little bit with this, my controller just fell. 20 is supposed to be a character that uses a little bit of a Guando weapon, but this Guando weapon isn't within a shield, but it is a small shield, kind of like Gladiator, and she uses, and it mainly is going to be a he, but they will use the Spear Guando to be able to fluctuate movement and use the shield to counter put off and doing stuff, and that frag from the Highlander there, I'm pretty sure. And so with that being said, she's going to be like Jing Jun, moving and severing people, but it's about counter putting and putting in pressure on a person And within the lore, I want them to be a student of Jinju and Nobushi, using counterfooting from both of them in case they like to combine Nobushi and Jinjun's combinations to make things happen and do some other stuff, pretty much. So when it comes down to how that combination of stuff will be, that's pretty much it. And what they will do, this combinations in mixed form. But I want this shield, it's going to be a small shield, not like super small, like a Hoppermakus, a gladiator with spear and shield, like this gladiator, but I want this to be a small hero shield that's able to do different things and twist and glide and just do great A things as well. I want him to kind of have a Yachty spear, which is actually the spear I wanted for my Yin character in the last video, the samurai that's based off of a samurai and horseback and stuff. That's really what I want, involving how the character plays and products their way into pressure and doing other stuff as well. Next character is the Crave. This Crave character is going to be using chains as weapon, but is going to have these boulder fist gauntlets on him where he can block. And I want him to be about tangling your weapon using chains like Shinobi, but with the chains are going to be little hammer boulders. He's going to be able to move and choreograph it and do different things. And also, if it's not going to be some boulders, it can actually be swords. It's actually a weapon. I don't know the name of it. That's just what I'm going to call it. Chain swords, alright? So you're going to have some blade movement like Kratos with the blades of chaos and the blades of exile. He's going to be moving very nicely. I want him to maybe be a monk. At least have a monk descent. I want him to be a good martial artist, chain connecting, grabbing you, pulling a scorpion, twisting dynamic. I want him to have great A specialties, but with his feet, which is arguably unbalanced, which you could say, in my case of ideas, arguably unbalanced, but I want him to be able to grab you and be able to swing you off of the map if he has the capability to. If he doesn't swing off the map, I want him to swing you behind him on the floor. But if he's close to an edge, he can pin it and just grapple you and swing you off. But he can only do that if he's in the centimeters for how Shinobi is able to grab you, which is very close, but that's only if he's capable of. And it's a long ass cooldown to bring out that move together as well. So it's not going to be a back-to-back, get over here and sling him into the ground or something. That's just how the feel of the fighting style of this character is going to be, pretty much. That's really all you would take away from that in that case of instance. But besides that, how this character is going to be in the lore is just going to be a mercenary of the Wu-Lin, pretty much it, not anything super inanimate. And that's really it involving this character, the Crave. Which with the name, I don't really have a dynamic reason for why I'm saying dynamic so much. I'm getting this feel. But with 20, I want it. Well, I don't know what I'm even saying right. I'm just going to say 20. And 20 is going to be an assassin. But with the Crave, I want it to be a hybrid for his mixed capabilities and mixed martial arts and shit. And this last character is going to be a heavy. With the substance matter for how this character is like, you would not think it would be a heavy, but I'm going to explain why. Succubus is what the class is called. We all know what a succubus is. If you don't, succubuses are demons that use sexual capabilities / powers to deceive men or women to get things and have lustful power basedness. This succubus is going to be the same thing, and you could proclaim that this actual succubus, you don't know if it's a human or a woman in disguise. Is going to be female only for obvious reasons. There are male succubuses, but generally there are female succubuses, and most people would take the feel of this female succubus. I want this female succubus to obviously be sexual in feel, to be attractive, a little bit inappropriate with how she says things, but to be using illusions, to be doing different twang things. She's going to be a lot more bigger than usual, because I want her to have a feel Shikoku as being demonically big, but not husky. I want her to be like bulk strong. I want her to have that like strong female character, not a pocket. She should be female muscular, but the only reason why she's a heavy is because of her armor and her capabilities. So with her armor and stuff, she has twin swords, kind of, and is able to mix them up with illusions and do other stuff as well. And that's pretty much from my entire list. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Army. Love y'all.